In this lecture, I'll be talking about the Spinnaker concepts. Spinnaker is a continuous delivery platform. It lets you release your software. To flawlessly release your software, Spinnaker will need to manage your machines and deployments. So machines will be grouped into clusters in Spinnaker. So if we talk about machines, we're going to talk about clusters in Spinnaker. When we talk about the release itself, doing a deployment, we will talk about deployments in Spinnaker. Spinnaker has therefore two core sets of features to achieve this. We have cluster management in Spinnaker to manage the cluster, and we have deployment management, manage your deployments. I'll first explain cluster management and then deployment management. Cluster management lets you view and manage your cluster resources in the cloud. Cluster resources can be AWS resources, for example, EC2 instance. Think about the virtual machines in the cloud. It can also be Azure or Google Cloud infrastructure as a service instances. So you can have instances on AWS, but Azure and Google Cloud are also supported. So that's one group of cluster resources that you could manage in Spinnaker. And then you also have another group, which is, for example, a Kubernetes cluster, or you can also manage Google App Engine. Conclusion, a cluster can be both on infrastructure level, we are then talking about virtual machines in the cloud, or it can be an orchestrator. Kubernetes is a Docker orchestrator. It manages your Docker containers. So Spinnaker also supports that. Or it can also be on a platform as a service level, like Google App Engine. So Spinnaker can deploy to a PaaS service as well. And then we have deployment management, the other main feature of Spinnaker. And in deployment management, you are going to create and manage continuous delivery workflows. That's how it's called in Spinnaker. You're going to use these workflows to describe the way applications should be deployed on your cluster. So remember, the cluster is in Spinnaker the machines that are managed by Spinnaker. And then you're going to describe a workflow, how your application is going to be deployed on these machines, on this cluster. These workflows you will create are called the delivery pipeline in Spinnaker.